Selamat datang di Kapok. Harus ada
biar belajar.
Biar belajar. Oke, hari ini kita akan ngobrol dengan kampus yang jadi pilihan banyak anak muda keren. Karena salah satu lulusannya itu adalah suami dari aktris Nikita Willy, yaitu Indra Priawan, cucu pemilik Bluebird Group gitu. Dan hari ini kita akan ngobrol dengan perwakilan kampus dari HULT International Business School, di mana HULT ini punya 6 kampus di negara berbeda gitu. Jadi selain kualitas pendidikannya juga diakui secara internasional, HULT ini juga dikenal dengan program campus rotation-nya. Ini unik banget. Nah, jadi gimana nih teman-teman nih bisa kuliah di Boston, London, Dubai, San Francisco, Singapore, New York. Okay, let's give it up round applause for Nan.
Yay.
Hi Nan.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me. So I guess I need to introduce myself a bit.
Yes.
Right?
What is your role, Nan, in HULT?
I see. So my name is Natira Tang So Pon. So actually my nickname. Yes, right. I think it's a little bit like competing. It's like complicatedness with the Indonesian names.
Yeah.
But people I usually go for short with Nan.
Nan.
Yes.
Natida?
Right. Natida. Like usually people calls me Nan.
Okay.
Like
I mean, your full name is Natida
Yes, Natira Tang So Pon.
Tang So Pong Pong.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. So so my role it's I work with the enrollment team in Asia Pacific. So my job is actually like to help students, giving them an advice on like what is the right program and giving them like an understanding of the insight of the program to help them decide the right choice for their future educations with HULT.
Oh wow,
Very responsible job, right? Like pressure.
But you are also very assistive, right?
Yes.
So prospective students can determine whether HULT is the right choice for them or not. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. One of the most exciting aspects of HULT, as I mentioned before, is campus rotation. This is a concept that you rarely find in business school, right? So can you explain how the campus rotation itself?
So like the campus rotation itself, it's very simple. The reason that we have like 6 locations across the world, like you mentioned earlier, in Boston, London, Dubai, San Francisco, Singapore, and New York. The reason it's like to do business right now. So the business itself is really globalized, right? Right, nothing stopped in one place anymore.
Yeah.
So part of the reason that like on the back of our principle, it's like we want to increase like international networking for our students to have that opportunity, but still in the circumstance that they have like the right people, the right environment, like faculties, campuses, to guide them around and navigating around through to different business aspects in different roles. So for them to actually not just stop in one place, but for them to grow outside of what their territory is, like in their home country or their home campus, but they can actually go beyond that because we see capabilities in that. So all in all, it's about international networkings, right? Insights about the market, because again, right, you will not learn how to actually do business outside the location. You actually need to immerse yourself and be in there.
Yes.
So that's a principle behind of like why we actually have 6 global locations and campus across the world.
Wow. So it means that they will experience the real business experience in each locations, right?
Yes. So with that, it's a combination of like meeting like alumni who actually live there, right? That's like a beautiful of the beautiful part of our program. We have like over 170 alumni chapter across the world. So it's like you pick one of the country. We have one. Yeah.
Actually, how many nationalities do you have?
Indonesian, we have like over, wow, that's like for the past history of like 20 years, it's like we have over like 200-300 students, because each year we actually have like the what we call like a diversity capacities that we only accept a certain amount of each nationalities to our program. Yeah, so that's where you actually encourage like diversities, also like networkings to happen on the campus.
Yeah, so actually diversity is the important thing for business, yeah. So yeah, the MBA or business is about networking, right?
Yeah. Like you wanna do a trade, for example, between you and me. Like I'm from Thailand. You wanna do the trade with Indonesia, right? You want to know some locals to like, hey, don't go there. Don't pay too much of that logistic cost. This is the legit one, right? You want to know that inside. It actually save your cost and your time. And especially imagine you go through thick and thins with them during the course, during the project, right? So you trust them, right? So that's like one thing that actually like help a lot with students to kickstart their maybe international career or like perhaps like their own business, you know, like in the future easier because you have already a resources. Which is like network connections inside that you can actually like not starting from zero, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So it means that HULT campus has 6 locations, right? So why is that? And then what is it? Can you explain to us what is HULT? And then why they have several locations behind that?
Okay, so HULT, I would give like a description as that we are the top business school for those made to do. The school principle or the idea of the school behind the inspiration behind our program is that we want to actually create a program that are practical, experiential, and essential for our business leaders. So that's actually translate into like you are not only learning from the textbook. Because you can learn from a textbook sitting at home, watching the YouTube right now, or like, you know, just order some like books from the bookstore and just read them, right? You can learn. But we want you to develop that actual life skill, like communication, teamwork, right? Time management. Those are the skills that are actually essential for like any practitioner in the world, like young adult, business owner, even athlete or anyone. They need those skills, and those skills are not being taught during the class, right? So that's like the part that we actually want to jump in through our course and program that are highly practical, right? And also like with the international environment that we are forced to be working with different people from different backgrounds, and also like very highly in terms of like experiential base, because the student who went through our program, they need to do 3 to 4 business consulting or business challenge program throughout the course, and our course is 1 year, so that's actually 1 year.
Only one year.
So then it's actually very cost efficient and time efficient for people who are actually like professionals, you know, like taking 2 years off of their time. It's actually time consuming.
It is.
Right? Right. So it's actually take a lot of your time. And imagine you moving abroad, going to study for like 2 years. You need to pay twice on living costs, right? But this is like 1 year program. So it's like saving your time, saving your cost. And the highlight of it, it's like because you still graduating by the time that like what you have learned still fresh in your mind, you know how it works and still relevant to the fast-pacing business world nowadays.
Okay. And then you mentioned earlier about alumni, right? Because you say that mention every country, we have alumni there. Okay, so can you tell us how alumni and their networks contribute to supporting the students?
Okay, so we have like hundreds of alumni chapter across the world, right? So how the system works itself, we have like alumni chapter leaders. So usually they are like the hub where people get connect with each other, like having a business networking event. So usually like we have an event called Global Alumni Day. So in every chapter across the world, we are hosting like networking and like gatherings that they come and reconnect. But a lot of time they have like a small subgroup that they actually talking to each other, they know each other and so on. So that's like it's purely because they know each other. But also on campus wise and on the each other campus wise, we do have like alumni coordinator support where any alumni will have access to reach out to them, and then you know like access to different networks and so on. That's what we have. Apart from that, we also have a program called lifelong learning. Okay. So you thought that like you finished the school from HULT and then that's it, you are not going to study anymore. But for us, we have a lifelong learning program where we encourage that your learning doesn't stop by the time you finish the program. We invite all of alumni throughout their lifetime to come back and take elective course with us.
Oh.
2 courses per year. So you can do it for the rest of your life.
Oh, really?
Yes, so that's
No additional cost.
No additional cost.
Oh.
Yes, and the course itself, the thing is like the beautiful part of it itself, like you can also take it from home. You don't need to actually fly into the campus because like most of our alumni like take the course from home. Yeah, like very rarely that they go to the campus because it's like 2 electives, but 2 electives for a lifetime.
Yeah.
That's amazing, right?
Yeah.
Recently, like we have a very interesting course offering like AI in workplace.
AI in workplace?
Yeah, so that's like a course elective that we also offering like cryptocurrency, blockchain, fintech, or we even have like a course about like a life balance, like a science of happiness.
Science of happiness.
Yes, right. So those are also like like you think like, oh, you need to go back to study. It has to be intense all the time.
Yeah.
You just like as alumni, something you just want to like be in the class environment, right? Not necessarily have to be like intense all the time. You have enough during the degree, right? So we have the like those courses as well, and then like it's just for you to keep yourself open and then keep growing in the way. So that's what we believe, like learning never stop, because one of our key elements in our alumni DNA is growth mindset. We believe that like your capacity can keep going as long as you keep practicing.
Yeah, that's well said, because we cannot stop study even until you die, right?
Yeah. You always learn new things,
you
right?
always learn, you always study, and then HULT give you support to study. You can go study every year.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
for the rest of your life.
For the rest without any additional cost.
Yes.
That's I think the main reason why alumni is really happy in HULT. Yeah. Okay. So many Indonesians wants to study abroad but have doubt, especially about the return on investment. Yeah. So from HULT's perspective, what are the strongest reason to choose HULT?
I see.
About the investment, return on investment.
You know what? If the student, like some student asking me that question, I already like them because they have like the right mind to think as like a business person, right?
Yeah.
Right. So like that's a good way to start,
Okay.
right? So return of investment itself, people might just think about like quantitative return of investment, right? But then, like if you ask me, like what is the return of investment, you need to think outside the box. That's part of growth mindset, right? You need to think outside the box, not just looking at the numbers, but there are more beyond that, right? Part of it, the quantitative part, it's like yes, you get like a triple crown accredited degree, right? From that has been approved by 3 Ministry of Education from 3 countries in like London, UK, Dubai, and then USA. Graduate from our degree, right? And then you get a global campus, global networks, and a top-notch professor who has been experienced in the industry like over like 10 years, right? And also like global networks. So that's like during the program what you're getting. But what about outside after the program, right? So you get alumni networks across like the world, right? I have like some alumni who recently moved to Thailand, and he's coming from like Europe. So he joined the alumni group and start his networking there, right? You never know, right? And then like you also get like an access to like that experience and that platform for you to actually learn and grow in the same safe environment where you can actually like taste and trial, right? And another thing, it's like I would, if you like to put into more like a quantitative part, it's like you imagine you're starting a business, right? Getting one trustable partners, just like to do a normal trade, right? For one partner to help you on logistic and so on, import export. How much process you need to go to? How are you going to find them? Usually in Asia, right? We need to bring people to eat, buying them gifts. So you translate it into like entertainment. You translate it into like the actual numbers. How much it's gonna cost, right? Maybe crossing the country, then you need to actually pay for your flight. So calculate that wise. It's like you going to HULT. You have a classmate who you went through like challenges together, like countless of like late night sleep because of the project. Then you become bestie, right? So at some point, like you have the trust between each other already.
Bonding
so that's actually,
already, right?
So you cut off those possible costs in the building rapport, getting to know your possible partners, and you already cut that. You save time, right? Time is the most valuable asset. If they might be still young, the student who like here it's like maybe like, oh, I'm still young, I have a lot of time, but like wait until you hit a certain age, you're like, time is your asset, right? Yeah, you save time, you save your energy, and also less risk. So that's like something that I'm saying, like you need to look beyond the intangible asset that the programs provided.
Okay, so yeah, that's really good, because you cannot think that return on investment is about the numbers, about the money, but the investment, the time investment. If you talk about the money, also the money spent to make to find a partner you would like to do a business. That's
it's like growing a plant. You need to plant a seed.
And
it takes time, right?
It takes time, but it's enjoyable.
Yes.
Enjoyable. Okay. Actually, as the students, what is the biggest benefit experienced by international students for academically and professionally?
So I think with that, I want to separate into two chunk of students.
Okay.
The one that like recently graduate.
The one that recently graduated.
Like finished their bachelor, like very young. Right? Or and then another group, it's like more experienced, like young working adults or like adult young professionals, right? So with the first group of people, for the program itself, briefly about the program, let me walk through the program a little bit. It's a 1-year program. During the program, students are going to be put into 3 blocks where they need to do their core program and then do a business challenge. So the business challenge is like a part where they put their learning from the course into practice. So it can be like a projects through consulting project, business simulations, like startup projects, and then some case competition or pitching. So with that, they will be put into test of like bringing that knowledge that they have learned into like a real practice, like without graduation yet, like into a real practice during the program. That like, hey, can you actually do it? What you have learned, right? So with that, that's the model of how we teach the student. So usually for a younger professionals or like recently graduate student, that's where they actually like get the aha moment. It's like, oh, this is how it works. Because the reason I'm saying this, if anyone could recall, like anyone who has our age, right? You think back when you actually finish your bachelor degree program and then you start your first job. Everyone can resonate and say, why didn't they teach me this in university? Right? Right? So why didn't I get to do it
because
in university?
It's different between theoretically and practicing.
Exactly.
The real challenge in life, right?
So that's actually what happened. So that's why like we designed a program in the way that like, of course students had to put more work because there are more projects to do, but it's actually good for them when they graduate from like someone who have zero to no experience but they decided to go further, right? And at the same time, those act as like their portfolio. So we call it like more like a business portfolio where they can put it into their profile on their CVs to increase their like chance, to attract like possible employers or like increase like a charming of their profile. So that's what it's delivered to like a younger student, right? For students who are more experienced, then okay, you have more experience, right? But a lot of time like it goes back to their root reason of why do they want to do, right? Some people want to kind of like reshaping their knowledge because a lot of them coming from a specialized background, right? But they don't have like a broader background. Some come from so broad background but not specialized in anything. So that's a time in your career that like a lot of older students or more senior students coming into the program for like a career development. A career shift, right? So that goes back into also like our career support on the campus. We have a program called Roadmap where we help students since the beginning, reflecting their own key like strength and weakness, identifying the gap between the current state to their goal, and what are the action steps that they need to do to land the career. So and that's something like sidetrack apart from their core studies. And then on top of that, networks. Like I talk so much about network because it's something very essential nowadays. Like no one, you're going nowhere, right? So that's also like something that like are highly valuable for our more senior students, because not only like you are meeting like people who are actually coming from countries, but they also have different backgrounds.
Yeah.
They are professional who has been working in different industry, companies, family business owner, investor, working in the bank and the firm, in the startup industry. You ask for it, like you can find anything there. So that's something that like people are now looking into, that not just like the degree period.
Yeah.
So that goes back to your previous question or previous point about benefits, right? It's intangible in that way.
Intangible. Yeah. Because sometimes the intangible is really more valuable, right? Okay. Okay, this is, I think
What are you going to ask me?
I mean, I think you are bored with these questions. You are this again. Okay, actually, many people will ask, is there any scholarship? Or financial support for Indonesian students?
Yes, definitely. Because like there is, that's the thing with this in a way that like a lot of time I see a lot of like capable people, students and then so on, but just because of this restriction on their financial means, right, it's actually like they could have gone further. Right, but this is like something that stopped them. So for us, for our school, we do have like a merit-based scholarship. Yeah, so we have like 6 categories of merit-based scholarship.
6 categories?
Yes. So student can because our way of how we review the scholarship or applicant itself, it will be more on their achievement, not on their GPA. We only have one category, academic excellence, that focus on their GPA solely, academic performance. But other categories such as entrepreneurial impact, social impact, global professional, senior leaders, future leaders, it's all focused on their achievement, because it goes back to, again, our founder, the origination of the school, that we want to create a school where it's actually like practical, experiential and essential, and being able to actually have those portfolio, those achievement is actually showcasing your values, that you are the practitioner.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. And apart from that, we do have financial aids that it's a need-based, like combined together, student can apply to both. But we do have those scholarship and financial support available for student to apply for.
Wow, that's interesting, because I know that many people would like to, I want to go to HULT. HULT is good and blah blah blah, but oh my god,
like how
are you gonna make it? Okay, so you have a chance to get a scholarship, but how do they apply for the scholarship?
So the process itself, like nowadays, is digitalized world, right?
Yeah.
So you will just need to go to the student portal, like on our website, www.hult.edu, and then apply. So you create an online profile, apply through the application portal, and then submit the online application, and then you will be guided through the documents process, including scholarship documents and so on, along the process. And after you finish the documentation process, that's step 2. Step 3 is the admission and scholarship interview. So that's where you're actually going to be interviewed, and we are going to review whether you would be qualified to the scholarship program and programs or not. For us, we don't have any apply for scholarship after acceptance. No, because in the real business world, time is an asset, right? So we don't want to go back and forth with the student. We do everything in one process effectively, and with that, the student going to also learn about their result after the interview, about their admissions and their scholarship all at once.
Okay, so it's all together process,
It's all together one process. But one thing that I want to highlight, since you're on the topic for scholarship, for each year we do have a scholarship budget assigned on each beginning of the academic year. Usually our like enrollment period start as early as September for the following year, right? September like this year, and then you go study next year. So our scholarship itself is on first come first serve basis.
First come first serve. Okay.
And then maybe a tips for anyone who is thinking about that. Like for us, no matter how good your document is, but then if you didn't pass the admissions interview, it's also like going to be, you need to prepare for both, right? Because like for us, we do a holistic review where we look into those both elements,
Diktion
right?
masalah.
The documentation is more like quantitative elements, right? For the admissions interview, it's about qualitative. Whether you have like the right mindset, right processing. Are you like open, have growth mindset? You have that capacity as a leadership. Are you going to be able to survive in the global environment? So those are the elements that we put into consideration for our program as well. Yeah, because we are not just building like a practical business school, but it's more like a global communities where we want to encourage learning, exchange of knowledge, and people who are open-minded enough to actually relearn what they have learned, like unlearn what they know, and then relearn new things, ready to accept new challenge. Yeah.
So that's really, really good. I mean, you also give the tips for the prospective. Actually, Nan, what are the programs in HULT, and what is the most favorite programs?
Oh my god, it's like you asking to pick a favorite child. Oh my god. Okay, I think they're gonna be sad. Like, the faculty is gonna be sad. Like, why didn't you mention my program? Okay, so our program portfolio that we have, right? We have like postgraduate program, so master degrees, right? So in the master degree program itself, we have MBA program,
MBA,
1 year MBA program.
1 year, okay.
We have master in international management,
MIM.
Yeah. So that's like for students who have younger profile but they want to do management degree, like MBA, right? And we have
mini MBA.
Yeah, but we call it master in management.
Masters in management. Okay.
Yeah, the program itself took the core blueprint of the design of the program of MBAs and adapt it into like for younger student profile.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we also have master in finance, which is like a STEM degree, master in business analytics, which is also a STEM degree for us, and also a master in marketing. So those are like our master program that we have. For master program online side, we also have like global online MBA. So that is like a part-time
global online MBA.
Yeah, part-time 2 years MBA program where students can study from their home, and the degree that they're earning will be the same as a full-time degree.
Oh,
that
wow!
I think it's just a different duration, same course, same set of professors. Yeah. Apart from postgraduate program, which is like one of the top popular program with us, we also have bachelor degree in business administration.
BBA.
Available as well. And also like we also have like a PhD program as well.
DBA.
Yeah, DBA.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to mention. So going back to like a postgraduate program, so we have all those master, right?
Yeah.
We have one program that also very popular as well. Dual degree program.
Dual degree program. So it's a special accelerate program that has designed for students to get to master degree, MSc, within 1.5 years. So how it works, it's like the program itself designed for you to finish your first degree in any respective like master degree with HULT, and then you continue with us for another half year to get a specialized master in either like finance, business analytics, or marketing. So you can go like start off with like MBA first, and then do another half year and get another master in finance. Okay.
So we really think like, okay, how to actually help students to become like more competitive in the job market and enhance their knowledge as much as possible, along with the practical aspect of it in the most efficient and make sense amount of time, because like if it's shorter than that, like no one can digest the whole learning that they have.
Yeah, as you mentioned before, time is valuable, right?
Yes.
So you make it 1.5, you get double degree. It should be 2 years, right? If you have to take 2 degrees.
Yeah. If you go to the UK, you take 2 years. In the States, you take like 4 years to get 2 degree.
My God.
Yeah, imagine 4 years of your life studying again.
So in HULT, you shorten it.
Yeah, you shorten. But then no pain, no gain, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you're still doing the same amount of credits, right? But then at the same time, the breaks are shorter. The program are more like precise in the way that like they go into like the core of the essential need. So that's actually like that's why like how we make the programs happen.
Okay. So about the double degree, when you do your first degree and then you do the half half a
Half
year,
year.
Another degree, right? So you have to pay 2 degrees.
So there will be, the fees are separate between first degree and second degree, right? So the first degree, it depends on which program you go for. So
Okay.
those are the fee fixed,
Yeah.
right? And then for second degree, right, it will be less. So the second degree tuition fee is 44,000, like regardless of whatever master you're
Yeah.
taking. So it's actually lesser than like a first degree tuition
I
fee. So
see.
because like also like it's like credit, some of the credits are shared between 2 degrees, so that's why you can graduate faster. And also like on every year we do have sort of like a scholarship benefits on the second degree, dual degree as well, but it goes up very fast. It's really popular to the point that like by August, like September, like it's like done. But then students are going to study like next year, right? So
Yeah.
I usually like by the end of December, like that offer is actually like become unavailable.
Oh, so hey guys, come register, apply, since it will be gone on December.
Yeah, so it's actually like can go as high as like for your second degree only, it can go
Yeah.
as high as like 100% sponsorship. But there are limited amount of it, so
Oh,
you
okay.
might not be in time to actually get the scholarship amount. So I would recommend, if you are thinking of giving yourself a chance, do it early.
Do it
like,
early. Yeah,
don't
yeah,
do
yeah.
last minute. Like you can do last minute, but you don't get the benefits or the perks.
Yeah, okay. How many intakes do you have?
We only have one intake.
One intake only.
Yeah, because it's 1 year program, so there is
Yes.
no like semester 2, 3, 4 for people to jump in. It's 1 year program.
Okay, so that's only 3 parts that one, yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Like,
the core
one semester.
program.
We have core program, summer,
Summer.
and if you do dual degree, it's another 6 months. That's it.
Okay, so you mentioned that home campus and rotation campus. What is the difference?
Okay, very good question.
Yeah.
Right. So you're like 6 campus. How does it work?
Yeah, 6 campuses.
Okay, so imagine simple math. Imagine your degree is 12 months, right?
Yeah.
So first 8 months is your core program where you do all the project, business challenge, going through your core courses. That's where you choose and pick your home campus.
Oh,
So you can
okay.
pick between Boston, London, or Dubai. So those are 3 home campuses
3
that
home
you can
campus:
choose.
London, Boston, Dubai.
Yes,
Okay.
and then your last 4 months of your 1 year program,
Yeah.
right? That's called summer. Also, summer, it is a time where students can pick their own like elective courses. So they can actually choose whatever course or specialization that they're interested in. And fun fact, we have over 120 elective courses that student can register for per year. 120, 120.
120.
Yeah, but you can only pick 4.
Oh yeah, but you have many
That's the
options,
problem.
right? Yeah.
That's actually the problem, because like, so I want to do everything.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, and then the elective itself, there might be some of the same course, but they are just offer in different campuses, right? So during that time, not only that they have that access, they also have a choice to do global rotation. So they can actually go to our rotation center, which is like an additional options on top of their home campus that they already have. So home campus, they have Boston, London, and Dubai. And then during the summer, they have 3 more options.
3 more options.
Exciting, right? So we have in Singapore, very nearby next door, and then we also have in San Francisco and then New York.
So 2 rotation campus in US and 1 in Singapore.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually, as far as I know, if you do the STEM program in US,
Yeah.
and then you will get the OPT, right? 2 years OPT. Did you get it?
The OPT itself, okay. So this is more like post-graduation benefit, like benefits. Right? So usually for United States, right, students who going to study with us, usually they go under F1 visa, right? So under the F1 visa, after you finish the degree, there is like a authorization that you can work after graduations, called OPT. It stands for Optional Practical Training, right? So it's like a full time. like working, right? So with that, the student who graduate from a STEM degree, and again, STEM stand for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So that's like a specialized like STEM course qualify for in the United States. That student get an extra benefit for OPT where they can actually extend their stay up to 3 years.
Up to 3 years.
Working though, not just like stay.
Not just leisure.
Not just like leisure, no. Yeah. So that's like a benefit of like that like actually encouraging the employers, local employers to hire more international graduate students. Because in the United States, if you actually wants to get work permit and everything, that's a lot of steps to go. And there's like a lottery like system to ensure the balance between like local and international hire, right? So with these OPT benefits, it's actually giving an access to a lot of students to gain that international exposure, and it's actually go back to some of your questions before about ROI.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So the OPT, talking about the OPT, means that you have to work in the United States after you graduate from HULT. What is HULT support for the students to get job?
Oh my
after
god.
graduation?
Oh my god, we force you to do so many things, but then like you can only bring the horse to the river to drink the water, but you cannot actually force them to actually drink it if they don't want, right?
Yeah.
So what we have, as I mentioned earlier, we have a roadmap plan. So imagine in 1 year, right? So in 1 year, and we have like 4 blocks, right? Model 3 modules and 1 summer, right? So let's imagine the roadmap itself, right? So when you start your first block of your year, then you come in with like a reflection. So you actually we have career advisor team that you can book one-on-one consultation, career coach, we have alumni hiring event. They come back and then hire people, right? Literally they're like getting the people to work with them. We have job fairs, we have networking event on and off campus, and that's happening all across like different campus. We have company visits. Like last year, we brought students to Tesla and then Google's to visit their headquarters.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like a business field trip, like a field trip for the student. So student can sign up with and then professor and career team brought them there, and then there's alumni who work there to bring us in. Yeah, so that's kind of like the fun part of us, like because we have network and knowing everyone everywhere, right? So it's actually very fun. And going back to the 4 models, so you start by reflecting of like what is your current state and what is your goal, and your assess of like what is the gap that you need to fill in, right? And then like during like the model 2s, that's when you actually take actions toward the building and then filling in the gap along with applying for internships, right? So after you go to the model 3, that's where you actually like start interviewing for your internships. And then during the summer, that's the time when you do your electives, but during the electives you can choose to take one of your electives as internship as well. So that's actually like a secret sauce where, like a secret recipe that like we put students to work on in order to ensure that like they are going to have an opportunity after graduation. And then like a high percentage of students who follow that track, who actually did internship during that program, they start early. They actually get after work graduation work after they finish the program. Because you need to imagine, right? Networking is again. You start at the campus, you have one group of network. You start going internship, right? You have 10 people like in the office, maybe as a small internship. But then those 10 people, they have different circle of network. So you already like, it's a ripple effect. You already have like more network through other people, and they are your colleagues, right? You know them. They're kind of like, okay, let me help you out, right? So imagine that kind of ripple effects, right? So that's increasing a probability for you to actually like get a job afterward. It's not like a one-night magic, but it is something that we know has been found that it's like a successful secret sauce. So as a tips again for any student who are actually thinking about like American dream, or like I'm going to go abroad and I will get a job for sure, I'm gonna get guaranteed for a job, I want to bring you back to a reality that like, no, you are not, unless you work for it with the right support. And we do have the right support, but we need you to work for it, right? So we have on-campus support, we have a program roadmap for you to follow, and the key thing is that you need to start early. As early as you arrive to the campus, or even before the campus. Don't wait for until last minute. Okay,
so even before you graduate, you can start to looking for the
Yes.
opportunity.
So you can already apply. Usually, student will during the summer. That's where student who will apply for after graduation job. Yeah, because like during the summer they're already doing internships and so on. So they already get an access to the real working environment.
Yeah.
Right. And with that, usually a lot of students extend their internship into like a post graduation, and that's
Okay.
how they actually like later on they move to different jobs after they graduate, like couple months later, but they continue their internships.
Okay. For the internship, is it paid internship or?
It can be both.
Oh.
It can be both, but we do encourage students to do like take any opportunities internship, but outside the campus.
Yeah.
Because you're going to business program, you wouldn't
Yeah.
want to work as a student service
Yeah.
or like like house ambassador. No, like you want to put yourself out there in the real world,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, it's have both paid and unpaid, depends on like what you apply for.
Yeah.
But one of the support that the campus also provides, it's like we do like coaching on how to answer the interview question. So
like
that's part
mock-up
of like
interview.
it's like a mock interview. We even have like the CV screening days where like people go to like the career advisor, they book a meeting and they can just go there and then ask for feedback from the CVs, right? And then also like a lot of students, because they're international student, right?
Yeah.
A lot of students, once they get an offer, we usually encourage them to get back to their career advisor and to help cross-check before they sign a contract, because whether that company is actually like affiliated or it's legit or not, because if it turns out it's like a not legit company, then it can affect their OPT after graduation, right? So we do have that like a team to ensure that like you are gonna be all right. Like really, like we have like thousands of students who go for that every other year. Yeah.
So the what is it? The coach will discuss with you whether okay, this is the company, or you better
you
find
go
another
with the
one.
offer, and then there's like, okay, let me cross check, and then they usually, because they are like not just like any coach, they are actually like a real headhunters. We have one career coach in London who was like a financial headhunter working in London for over 18 years.
Oh wow!
So that's not the career coach that we are talking about, not just like some random
random guy. Okay, I will give you advice.
Yeah, no. It's actually that if your
experts.
profile it's like your documents, your way of talking or whatsoever, it's bad, they're gonna tell you right into your face, it's like, this is not gonna work. You need to fix it.
I see.
Yeah.
So the career coach is the expert, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, then this is the last question. Why do you think now is the right time to apply or study at HULT?
So I think you need to, in a way that like, it's never too late to study, but at the same time, it's like, you do not wait for the perfect moment.
Yeah.
It's more like right timing and right opportunities. And it's a reflection of a business world, right? Like you will never know when the right partners, right opportunities will come in, right? So with that, like I would actually want you to look into like, what is your goal, and then what is like a pros and cons of like you not taking it and taking it now. And then whether are there any opportunity costs in the formulas, right? Because for that, like if you are very a tangible person, quantitative person, then you can put them into like a measurement right away, right? So when this is the right time to go study, it's like when you actually knows that like when the benefits of you staying here, it's actually less than the benefit of you going there out and what you're getting afterwards. I think that's like the question that you would need to ask yourself in the way. And it's always a good idea to go to professionals just like you guys to actually like ask for advice as well, because you've been knowing in the industry, you've been helping like thousands and thousands of life to have a transformative journey, right? I really appreciate like what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
I think that's also something very admirable for what you guys are doing like here in Edupac, like helping a lot of students part of their life-changing journey. I really appreciate that. So talk to the expert, ask yourself what you want as your goal, and then always tell yourself there's never a perfect timing. It's always like the right timing and the right opportunity. They're never going to be a perfect timing for you.
I see. Okay then. So this session is really insightful. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Nan.
very
It's an
much.
honor to have you here. And then explain to the audience about HULT, about the programs and everything. If you want to know more about HULT, actually we are going to have fair, Edupac Mini Masters and MBA Fair 2025, and HULT will be here, but unfortunately none.
We will have a very interesting like representative coming here as well.
So
He's like a veteran.
oh, he's a veteran, the legend.
The legend.
Legend.
Yes.
Also, it's more what is it? More
Different networkings.
different networkings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so just register and meet a representative from HULT, and so you can ask anything you want, anything you need about HULT and how to apply, and about the scholarship as well. Okay, thank you so much, Nan, for having us. Terima kasih. Okay, so see you guys on our next videos. So stay tuned in Kapok. Okay, bye bye.